It's time for the PlayAction Sports Report, the only show in the Tennessee Valley with local athletes and coaches in the spotlight. From high school sports to youth sports, you get interviews, highlights, results, and more right here. Don't go away. The PlayAction Sports Report is next. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. If you're looking for an advocate for family law cases, including divorce, child custody, and child support, visit the Lambert Law Firm, LLC in Athens. Wills, trusts, estates, and juvenile law, too. If you have a contract, business, personal injury, or construction dispute, see the Lambert Law Firm. They also offer non-disclosure agreements. The Lambert Law Firm, LLC, on Facebook and at 112 West Market Street in Athens. Call 256-431-4129. No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
In 1906, the Athens Light and Water Company was born. We now know it as Athens Utilities, and they have provided quality service to their customers ever since. From the electric and gas departments to water services, Athens Utilities provides power and expanded services as the area has grown from a small rural town to an energetic and progressive community. Athens Utilities. They're also a big supporter of Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750. Go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensalabama.us.
Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your Tailgate Talk app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC. It's the second episode of the PlayAction Sports Report. I'm Tim Lambert. If you missed our maiden voyage last week featuring Limestone County Schools Athletic Director Rusty Bates, you can still hear it on our list of podcast platforms or on the podcast section of the PlayAction Sports app. You can even ask Alexa to open the PlayAction Sports podcast. And, of course, you can hear it on our website, pasnetwork.net. We'd like to mention our sponsors, the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. They were the first to jump on board, and they also power the PlayAction Sports app. Lambert Law Firm, no relation as far as I know, was added late last week. They sponsor our upcoming Backtrack segment. And Athens Utilities is the sponsor of our special guest spotlight coming up later on, which, by the way, features a conversation with Garth Garris, a force behind the Bama Zack Memorial Fund and golf tournament coming up this summer. Right now, let's get to the aforementioned Backtrack, brought to you by Lambert Law Firm.
Backtrack.
At the Faultville Invitational Track Meet on Saturday, Athens Bible School's Jolie Green was first in the 1,600 meters. Lindsay Lane's Whitney Price Cook won the 100-meter hurdles at the Sparkman Senator Classic. Athens High lost to Hazel Green on the diamond 12-2. East Limestone came up shy to Lawrence County 6-5. Elkmont defeated Lexington 4-2. James Clemens Varsity got a 5-1 victory over Grissom, while the freshman team also won 11-0. West Limestone held off Lindsay Lane 7-5. The Athens boys soccer team blanked Hazel Green 2-0. The Lady Golden Eagles lost 1-0. West Limestone's varsity baseball team topped Lauderdale County on Monday 3-1. The JV Wildcats lost 18-16. Athens outgunned Austin 18-14. The JV Golden Eagles came up short 5-4. Clements was defeated by Lexington 15-9. In softball, East Limestone lost to Brewer 4-2. Ardmore fell short to Columbia, Tennessee 1-0. Athens beat Danville 9-0. Lindsay Lane held off Decatur Heritage 15-14. In soccer, East Limestone's boys edged St. John Paul II 3-2. While the Lady Indians were shut out 3-0. West Limestone's boys and girls fell to Priceville 5-2 and 10-0. Tanner's boys turned back Elkmont 3-2, while the Lady Red Devils won 3-1. James Clemens' boys got by Florence 3-2. Tuesday baseball, ABS slipped by Shoals Christian 7-6. Elkmont beat Lindsay Lane 3-1. East Limestone put away Lee 11-1. On the softball fields, Elkmont knocked off Colbert Heights 10-2. Ardmore overshadowed East Limestone 7-2. James Clemens was shut out by Austin 9-0. Lindsay Lane defeated Woodville 15-0. Clements beat Tanner 13-6. In soccer, the Elkmont boys struggled to a 1-0 win over Whitesburg Christian, while the Lady Red Devils were on the short end of a 3-0 score. West Limestone's boys stumbled against Madison Academy 7-3. The Lady Wildcats also lost 8-1. Tanner and Ardmore's boys played to a 6-6 tie. Ardmore teams won the Limestone County Golf Tournament. Elkmont's Jeffrey Payne was the boys' low medalist. And congratulations to Lindsay Lane's Henry Woodall for being named to the North All-Star Cross Country team. Remember, you can go online to pasnetwork.net and check out the scores we have there, along with past shows, game archives, and more.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
If you're looking for an advocate for family law cases, including divorce, child custody, and child support, visit the Lambert Law Firm, LLC in Athens. Wills, trusts, estates, and juvenile law, too. If you have a contract, business, personal injury, or construction dispute, see the Lambert Law Firm. They also offer non-disclosure agreements. The Lambert Law Firm, LLC, on Facebook and at 112 West Market Street in Athens. Call 256-431-4129. No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
In 1906, the Athens Light and Water Company was born. We now know it as Athens Utilities, and they have provided quality service to their customers ever since. From the electric and gas departments to water services, Athens Utilities provides power and expanded services as the area has grown from a small rural town to an energetic and progressive community. Athens Utilities. They're also a big supporter of Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750. Go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensalabama.us.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC. Welcome back to the PlayAction Sports Report. This week's special guest, brought to you by Athens Utilities, is no stranger. He's been a coach here in Limestone County. He's been a guest on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, as well as a play-by-play announcer on PlayAction Sports coverage of local high school sports. I spoke with him a couple of weeks ago. It's Garth Garris. Garth, I appreciate you taking time out to talk to us on this new PlayAction Sports Report podcast here that we've got. I called you to talk about the Bama Zack scholarship and the golf tournament coming up, but before we get into that, I don't want to assume anything, because there may be somebody out there living in a cave somewhere that didn't know who Bama Zack Green was. And you knew him as well as anybody. Give us your Bama Zack, according to Garth, background.
Well, he was one of a kind. Just probably the kindest, most nice, thoughtful person I've ever been associated with. You know, it's like your grandparents. They're friends that they grew up with, that we grew up with. That's Bama Zack, and you know, I had the privilege of going to church with Zach at Lot's Crossroads. Raised there, and he was there, you know, his entire life. We moved to a couple other churches, but we did come back to Lot's Crossroads a few years ago and had the opportunity to worship with Zach and his family, and it was such a blessing for my son to get to know Zach. He knew Zach. He didn't know him that way, and I think Brady soon found out that he's a very deep spiritual person.
Yeah.
And I think, we talk a lot about Zach loving sports and loving people. He was deeply religious and loved God. He was a godly man. And so I'm not sure if that gets lost in everything when we talk about Zach, because we do tend to look back on a lot of memories of Zach and talking about sports and the sports scene in Limestone County and Alabama football, and he gets the Bama Zack name, but just such a kind man, and this world's not the same without him. It's just not. It's just it just doesn't seem real.
Yeah,
we've lost Bama Zack, but I love him, and and that's who Zach is to me. Just a wonderful man, a wonderful person. Loved people, loved life, loved God, and God was first.
And Zach wasn't even his real name,
No.
Not even a part of his name.
No, it's not. And and back during that time, I guess Zach was in school at Athens, and then eventually out of there working at Lang's and Sporting Goods and with all his buddies and stuff like that. And then that during that time, I wasn't going to Locks Crossroads. Right, so I kind of, lost contact with Zach there a little bit. But then, when we all start going football games, then we start meeting and watching football games, and then we're there again. And so, Zach got that, he got that Bama Zack name, and I think it kind of, when he would send the emails out about the sports scene, he started doing that a long time ago, and he'd come across Bama Zack. I think it was AOL.com in those days. If I'm pretty, the folks out there that got those daily emails and updates on Alabama sports, I think it was American, at AOL.com.
American Online, yeah.
He was from, yeah. So that was Bama Zack.
Well, let's talk about the scholarship. Give us some details on, how that came up and what's going on with it right now.
Well, I think the idea kind of come about by Coach Legg wanting to carry on, Harold Anthony Bama Zack's legacy, where we didn't forget him and what he stood for. He loved kids. He helped out at East Limestone. He helped out at Ardmore with Coach Legg. He loved kids, and he did that on his own time. He didn't have to do that, but he just wanted to help out and be a part. And so we thought, what a great gesture for us to start a scholarship in his name and be able to award that each year to two outstanding seniors in Limestone County. Not just the Limestone County schools, any school in Limestone County, Athens, Lindsay Lane, Athens Bible School, and of course our 6 county schools. All seniors have an opportunity to apply for that scholarship. We're going to closely look at anybody who might be wanting to go into education or coaching, but it's not limited to that. And we will present one to a male and one to a female for $1,500 each. But we'll do this every year. So that's Fern's own. We've had so much outpouring from people sending money for the scholarship, and then of course we're going to have a golf tournament in July to also to add to that scholarship. But we're hoping and praying that after the golf tournament, then we'll probably have the first 10 years already established.
Oh wow!
For the Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship, we've had that much. Everybody loves Zach, and they wanted to. They'll see you. They'll text you. They'll call call you and say, what can we do to help, or whatever. And anybody, I mean, go on to the GoFundMe, put $10 in it, just whatever. It adds up. And we will be able to do that $3,000 each year total for a male and a female in Limestone County.
Okay. Well, now, as far as the golf tournament goes, give us some of the specifics on it. What kind of tournament is it, format, that kind of thing?
4-person scramble at Canebrake Golf Club, and it'll be Thursday, July 22nd. And we'll have registration at 11:30, lunch at 12 o'clock, and we will have a shotgun start at 1 o'clock. And it's $600 per team. That includes lunch, 18 holes, golf cart, range balls, and a tournament T-shirt. We are so thankful for Mickey Wolf and his staff at Canebrake for allowing us to do this, to put this golf tournament on out there. We really appreciate them for doing this. And also, we do have a corporate sponsor for the tournament, and this will tell you how much Zach meant to people. A place where he worked at over 20 years, Adtran, is the corporate sponsor.
Wow.
They are sponsoring this golf tournament. They love that young man, and they immediately reached out to us to see what they could do to help out with the Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship. And I think that had to do a lot of his employees there reaching out, but their top brass called, and that meant a lot. When you hear that, they reach out, you go like, whoa, this guy meant a lot to their company. And so they wanted to jump out there and help us with it. And also Jimmy Smith Motors is sponsoring a hole-in-one. They're our hole-in-one sponsor, so somebody, I don't know what hole it'll be on, they can get a hole-in-one, they can walk away with a car. And so it's 25 teams that we're looking for. We've got about 17 committed. So if you're interested, we need you to give us reach out to us as quick as you possibly can so we can reserve your spot. But we'll have a first place. We'll have prizes for 4 places. First place is $400, $300 for second, $200 for third, $100 for fourth. We'll have 4 closest to the holes. And also, just a little teaser out there. Everybody that comes to the golf tournament to play in the golf tournament, they're in a drawing. We got a phone call from Coach Saban's office.
Ooh.
Soon after Bama Zack passed away, wanted to know what they could do. And so Coach Saban has sent a care package to us for the golf tournament, and so we've got some things that we'll be giving away, and the big one is a autographed football from Coach Saban himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's not an auction thing. Everybody they wanted to do something for the golf tournament. We felt that was the fair thing to do. Everybody that's coming to play, we're going to put your name in a hat. Draw your name out. You may walk away and have a Coach Saban football on your mantle.
Wow.
But we do appreciate the University of Alabama and Coach Saban for doing that. And I really I think he generally, I think this pandemic has really affected a lot of people. Well, of course, it's affected everyone. But I think we all have we're a little closer to mortality. We're mortal and death, and when you lose a loved one like this, and everybody is affected by it, it's just the outpouring has been amazing. And same from Coach Saban. You could just see how different he was this year with his team, and just the way he talked, and his interviews and stuff like that was just really living in the moment and appreciation of what we have and what he's been able to accomplish with the teams and such. So we do appreciate Coach Saban for sending that box for us, that care package, and but we do have a lot of we've had folks. We've got tons of hole sponsors. You can actually you can sponsor a hole too as well. We've got hole sponsorships, and you can reach out to us about that. It's $100 for a whole sponsorship, and then we've got golf cart sponsorships. We've got driving range sponsorships, and you can reach out to us and any of that information, and it's online. You can find all the information that you need to know about the Bama Zack Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship Golf Tournament.
Okay. And can they call you?
They can.
Okay.
They can. Or they can call Allison. My number is 256-777-6530, and Allison's is 256-777-2381.
Okay. All right. Before I let you go, something I think I'm going to do with all my guests here, and you're kind of by proxy in this situation. You mentioned the spiritual side of Zack. Is there something maybe that people who thought they knew Zack didn't know about him?
Yeah,
something that wouldn't be too embarrassing for him.
Zack pretty much became. Locks Crossroads was a church, that small church up in Elkmont community. It's located on Hayes' Mill Road, and it's 30 to 40 members. And my grandfather and Coy Urshery and a couple others, George Williams, a longtime preacher in Limestone County, they established Locks Crossroads Church back in the 50s. And Zack, it's still a lot of elderly people that attend there, and Zack did everything for the church. He, he'd set the air, the heat, come up there and turn it on. He helped pay the bills. He organized every service as far as who was going to be leading the singing, doing the table, doing the reading. He did. And Zack loved to sing. He loved to sing. And he had his favorite songs that he would lead and sing. But Zack, I don't recall ever missed a service. I don't ever recall. Probably the pandemic would have been the first time he ever missed a service that I know of. But loved to sing, loved God, was very spiritual, loved the church, and then that comes out to loving people. And he loved everybody. And his family loved his mom and daddy and his two sisters. And his nephew that had passed away years ago loved him. And so that's the Zack that I'll always, know and love and cherish. And he loved Alabama football. He did. And he loved your show. He loved doing that, Tim. He really did. He loved doing Cooper and Company. And Zack, we always picked at him, and he could take it. I mean, he we just would get him, riled up about anything, whether it was Alabama basketball or especially Atlanta Braves baseball. That right there would just absolutely set him off to be just mad at you if you were talking about, Brian Snitker or Freddie Freeman or somebody like that, and we'd get him going and all that stuff. And I wish we could do it. I wish we could do it some more. Yeah, I really do. But that's the memories that I have of Zack, and I'm thankful for the time I had to know him. I'm a better person from knowing him, and we as long as we're alive, we're going to make sure that this scholarship carries on.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking time out, and I guess we'll talk to you about something else down the road. Maybe this.
Yeah. Tim. He loved doing the radio. For the basketball games too. And he always loved to do the county tournament. So that's kind of when when he was in the hospital, I actually signed up to do the county tournament. I would tell Jay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign this, but I'm gonna turn it over when we get Zack back. He's gonna do this. We're gonna make sure he has that county tournament. He say, "Amen, brother." He's got it. So, I hated he didn't get to do it and all that stuff. But just thinking about him, doing the county tournament at night, going just wish he could be here doing that. But he just loved life. He did.
Yeah.
He lived every day. That's for sure.
Now I talked to Rusty Bates last week, and I told him, I said, whatever school the county tournament happens to be at, from here on out, they need to have the Bama Zack hospitality room. Because, he took full advantage of that hospitality room wherever it was. Of course, his motto was, if it's free, it's for me. So
yeah, he did. He loved the hospitality room, and that's a great idea. Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Okay, Tim, we appreciate all you do. Again, like I say, we appreciate all you do for our local sports team and our kids. And what a great thing, them to be able to hear the games. They can go to the archives and hear the games. And I appreciate it being archived there that we can even go back and hear Bama Zack. And have a smile or two, a little laugh or two listening to him.
Yeah. All righty. Thanks a lot.
All right, Tim. Thank you, sir.
That was Garth Garris filling us in on the Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship and the upcoming golf tournament. Remember, you can call Garth for more information on either one of these efforts at 256-777-6530. The special guest spotlight is brought to you by Athens Utilities. Log on to PASnetwork.net for the latest scores, standings, and other goings-on in the world of Limestone County sports. The PlayAction Sports Report will be right back.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
In 1906, the Athens Light and Water Company was born. We now know it as Athens Utilities, and they have provided quality service to their customers ever since. From the electric and gas departments to water services, Athens Utilities provides power and expanded services as the area has grown from a small rural town to an energetic and progressive community. Athens Utilities. They're also a big supporter of Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750. Go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensalabama.us.
Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. If you're looking for an advocate for family law cases, including divorce, child custody, and child support, visit the Lambert Law Firm, LLC in Athens. Wills, trusts, estates, and juvenile law, too. If you have a contract, business, personal injury, or construction dispute, see the Lambert Law Firm. They also offer non-disclosure agreements. The Lambert Law Firm, LLC, on Facebook and at 112 West Market Street in Athens. Call 256-431-4129. No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the PlayAction Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the PlayAction Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC. The Athens High Booster Club will have a golf tournament April 15th at Canebrake. It's a 4-man scramble format. For more information, call 682-1300. County for a Cure, Limestone County's Relay for Life team will be hosting Cornhole for a Cure at Lucy's Barge on April 17th to benefit the American Cancer Society. Sign-in and open courts begin at 11 a.m. and the tournament starts at noon. Cost is $50 for a team of 2. For more information, email Michelle Williamson at michelle.williamson@limestonecounty-al.gov. Clements High School will host a Powder Puff football game between the juniors and seniors on April 23rd at 1:30 p.m. at M.T. Newman Stadium. Cost is whatever you can pay and will benefit the Athens Limestone Animal Shelter. Youth volleyball registration is going on throughout the month at the Athens Rec Center for ages 7 to 13. Cost is $40. For more information, call 233-8740. The Athens Gators swim team will be holding registration in May. For more information, visit their website at athensgators.org. Athens Youth Spring Football sign-ups will go through May. For more information, call 256-366-3502 or 210-885-0175. The Ardmore Youth Football and Cheer Association will start their sign-ups June 1st for flag football and tackle football divisions. Email Thomas Combs at thomas.combs079@gmail.com. UAH women's basketball camps will be going on June through August. For more information, go online to chargerbasketballcamp.com. Various fitness classes are being offered Monday through Saturday at the Athens Rec Center, including Super Circuit, Yoga, Balance Boot Camp, and more. Call 233-8740 for more information, or visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensalabama.us. Keep up with local school, youth, and amateur sports from Limestone County all week long with a PlayAction Sports Update. Weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on 1080 WKAC. The PlayAction Sports Report will be back in a minute.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
The Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zack Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zack Memorial Scholarship. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com.
There is no easy way in. There are no compromises, shortcuts, or excuses. There is no backing down, slowing down, or giving up. There is no greater challenge and no greater purpose. There is no easy way in. If there were, it wouldn't be the Marine Corps. If you think you have what it takes to earn the title, visit Marines.com or call 1-800-MARINES. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Be listening for Limestone County area high school baseball action this season from PlayAction Sports. Your coverage of ABS, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your PlayAction Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County area high school baseball from PlayAction Sports. You've been listening to the PlayAction Sports Report. Log on to pasnetwork.net for archives of this show and past shows, along with game streams, and to keep up with what's going on in Limestone County sports. Look for our monthly column in Athens Now, available everywhere. You can contact us by email at playactionsports@hotmail.com, by sending a message to our Facebook page, or by texting 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. Be sure to tune in for the PlayAction Sports Update, weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on the air at 1080 WKAC. And catch up with us again next week for another edition of the PlayAction Sports Report.